is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So it's down to business here. Otamendi. Barreiro. Dahl. And here's Rafa Silva. It's Silva! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's played forward. Kivior. Zaidu Sanusi. Kivior. Rosario. Kivior. Bednarek. Rosario. And here's Pepe. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's been flattened there. Barreiro. That's really well manoeuvred. Barreiro. And here's Rafa Silva. Could be danger here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And there's green grass ahead of him. Goal! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
Zaidu Sanusi.
Kivior. Bednarek. And it's Pepe. Played out to the right. Pepe, he's shooting! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries to get it clear. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Dahl. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's an imaginative pass. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Rosario. Bednarek. Aim forwards. It's run loose here. Barrero. Dahl. That has been knocked clear. Aim forwards. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rafa Silva, head out towards the right wing. Plays it out wide. And that's been repelled. They get a throw in. And a shot!
Porto, but Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pepe. Oh, perfectly measured that. Goal. And it's Dahl. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get onto this? Rafa Silva. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
defending, strong and determined. Rafa Silva, and he's picked out the run. Looking to break at pace, delivered with swing. Good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. That's been drilled forward. Rafa Silva. Out towards the flank. Does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward. Sanusi, forwards and with intent. Goal! Wins the duel this time. Rafa Silva. Rosario. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Porto are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rafa Silva. Otamendi played over towards the opposite flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Sanusi gets in to thwart him. Kivio. Rosario. Zaidu Sanusi. Kivio. And he goes cross-field. Rafa Silva. Pepe. Antonio Silva gets it away. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's good play. Plenty waiting in the middle. Sanusi, backward it goes. Turns and tries a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. It's a mighty effort! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Spread out to the left, hit into the middle. Otamendi is there, and he can get that clear. Pepe shapes to shoot! It's a loose ball. And it's Pepe. Decent chance!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Played right into his... He's having a shot! Oh, split different reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Out to the right. Chooses to go back. Deftly away. Zaidu. Rafa Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Rosario. Zaidu Sanusi. Ambitious ball here. Nicely intercepted. Diogo Costa sends that a long way. And it's Dahl. That is lovely. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a quick ball upfield. Pepe. Oh, it's played into the area. Nice interception, well timed. And that has sent him sprawling. Rafa Silva. That has been cut short. Sanusi, aim forwards. Now it's Rafa Silva. Does really well to win the ball there. Pepe. Dahl. Barreiro. Dahl. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Rafa Silva. There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Time, excellent interception. Rafa Silva, bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Antonio Silva. Otamendi shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Gone all the way through to the keeper. Antonio Silva cuts out the pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Calmly anticipates. And it's Pepe. Pepe, who does have an assist to his name. Foot in. Real chance! He can get that clear.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Here comes the cross. Antonio Silva getting this one clear. Otamendi. Barreiro. Otamendi driven forward. Barreiro. Rosario. Bednarek. And it's played forward. Pepe. Goal. Pepe. Oh, good spread. And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a good run down the right. And it's Silva. Could try cutting inside here. Time to deliver. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aim forwards. Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That's a cute ball. Dahl attempts a clearance. Rosario. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played out to the right. Well, that is not the best ball. And your goal! Good, strong hand by the keeper.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Barreiro. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Kivior cuts it out. Pepe. Pepe shifted upfield. Out to the right. In it comes. Antonio Silva gets it away. Nice control. Oh, it's come loose. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Sanusi. Defending of the desperate variety. Zaidu Sanusi. Can he deliver? Now it's Pepe. And the shot's on here. And another try! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rafa Silva, reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Kivior. Bednarek. Kivior. Zaidu Sanusi. Kivior. Moved on forwards. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. And back to the keeper they go. That's really well manoeuvred. Zaidu. Sanusi's cross. Antonio Silva. Otamendi. Barreiro. Otamendi aimed forwards. Bednarek, and it's played forward. Goul played out towards the right wing. Otamendi getting this one clear. Porto have reclaimed it. And it's made its way to him.
Zaidu Sanusi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Dahl, gently done. Moved on forwards. Probing pass. Tries to get it clear. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Barreiro. Otamendi shifted upfield. Pepe. Great defending, strong and determined. Otamendi. Barreiro. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Kivior aimed forwards. Plays it through. And he cuts out the supply. Rosario. Goul looking to add to his goal. Goul running with the ball. Goul! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Played in with purpose. And the keeper has it. Rosario. Goal! Goal! Another big chance that gets away.
Porto really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Otamendi can get it clear. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Out for a throw. Zaidu. Sanusi's cross. Can he finish? And kept out by the most... The referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bruma. Have it back and can go again. Bruma. Bruma, defending of the desperate variety. It's Silva! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's had a crack. And it's been taken short. That has been knocked clear. And it's Dahl. Dahl's cross. He's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Firmly met. In once more. Kivior can get it clear. Delivered across. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Bruma. Here comes another cross. Back into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Kivior. Rosario. Bednarek.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Antonio Silva gets it away. Rosario. That is a brilliant interception. And he's heaved it away. Played with finesse. That's going to go a long way. That is a little undercooked. Chance here to counter. Can he latch on to this? Bruma. Oh, good spread. Cross goes in there. And that has gone horribly wrong. Kivio. Rosario. Bednarek. Tebe. Zaidu Sanusi. And it's played forward. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The message is clear, none shall pass. Dahl. Otamendi. Rafa Silva. Dahl. Played towards the other side. Bruma. Nice looking ball. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. Build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Bednarek. Lobbed in behind. Dahl forwards and with intent. Pepe. Cool. Dahl.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's really well manoeuvred. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Rafa Silva. Bruma. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Bruma. Played out to the right. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And back out it comes. Out to the right, and that's aimed into the middle. Aim forwards, do have a chance to counter here. And here's the chance to counter. Over to the left. Barreiro, steaming on goalward, it's Silva! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble now.
Benfica have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Excellent interception. Luca Bacchio. Rafa Silva. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Rafa Silva. Oh, good spread. Cleared without complication. It's a promising position. Luca Bacchio defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Antonio Silva. Oh, there's a probing ball. Does really well to win the ball there. Goal. So much time and space here. And that was very necessary. Oh, they could be caught out here. So what can they make of this? Bruma. Lovely feet. Barreiro. Out to the left it goes. Serves up across. And they've been given a corner. And he's there to clear it. Bruma. That's very neat. Played out to the right. Takes a shot! There's a goal! And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you'd think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
Benfica get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Rosario. And it's Silva. Into the channel. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's managed to get free.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's played forward. Now it's Rafa Silva. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kivior shifted upfield. Zaidu Sanusi. Looks to the other side. And here's Pepe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bruma. Antonio Silva. Barreiro. Otamendi. Otamendi forwards and with intent. It's just beyond his reach. Great ball if he can get there. And that has been clubbed away. Throw-in. And the shot! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Benfica, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now it's Bruma. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bruma played into the middle. Chance! Worth a try, but not this time.
Rafa Silva really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Moved on forwards. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kivior, long ball upfield. Otamendi. Barreiro. Aim forwards. Luca Bacchio looking to run onto it. Luca Bacchio is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Oh, he's dealt with that well. That's a chance! Danger averted for now. Barreiro knocks it out wide. Kiwior. Bednarek. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He is just caressing the ball. So who's he picking out? Barrero. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Rafa Silva. The ball is loose and the chase is on. No way through, so back it comes. Luca Bacchio. Looking for a decent ball in. Rafa Silva. And he shoots! Oh, it's gone in! Benfica are back in business.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's played forward.
Porto clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Benfica desperately searching for the winner here. Over to the left. Luca Bacchio. Shoots!
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Dahl. Now here's the delivery.
Those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chance is gonna beg him.
Bruma. Barrero. Whistle's gone, that's foul. That's good defending, very good defending.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Pressing's intense, and it's played off. That looks a cracking ball. Goal, and in goal! Oh, should have put that away.
Dennis Goul has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it. There's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Porto to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Who saw this coming? Benfica are taking this to full distance. Terrific stuff. Clipped into space. be a throw-in. Great chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Otamendi
Shifted upfield.
Barrero. Luca Bacchio
Providing an outlet on that flank. Showing good feet. A chance to play it in. Goes for a shot!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bednarek is onto it in a flash. And back to the goalkeeper.
Antonio Silva.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
In with the challenge.
Porto really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Luca Bacchio.
Looking for a runner. It's come to nothing.
Benfica clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, such a clever touch. Now the ball in. Up he goes! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Rafa Silva. There's the delivery.
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Otamendi cuts out the pass. Antonio Silva. Bruma.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Into the last 5 minutes. Now it's Luca Bacchio. Luca Bacchio!
Luca Bacchio.
Opts to play it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Clears it away. Corner given. And it's been taken short. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Dahl, aim forwards.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Porto cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Well, nicely intercepted. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Fernandez. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Porto desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Barreiro. Otamendi. Bruma. Fernandez. Fernandez, gently done. Searching pass he's played there. They've played it short. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Tries to get it clear. Very nicely done. Pepe. Oh, he's got Pepe! Oh, that was close. Out to the right. Bruma. Aimed in towards the centre. Big chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Benfica complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find it necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Not much time now for anything fresh. And the shot! Bruma. Barreiro. Otamendi. Luca Bacchio. Moved on forwards. Luca Bacchio picks it up out wide. That's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Sanusi with the clearance. Barrero. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, nice touch. Luca Bacchio! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, how will we look back on that?
Benfica really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Guys,